Hey there, good morning, fellas. How are you doing on this great Monday morning? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully morning's off to a good little start. Hopefully you don't have the Monday blues too bad, but you probably got a little bit of it, right? We're all feeling a little bit down and slow and a little bit sluggish this morning. Well, it's time to get fired up. It's time to talk our sports and talk our sports betting as well. I was a little bit late to today's show, but of course we've already got a bet and it's already in play right now at the ATP over there on Vienna, which is in Austria. We've got in the Ramos versus Arnaldi match, we've got Arnaldi to go ahead and win that match 2-0. He was up an early break, and then the first set just continued to progress, and then he actually got broken back. They're currently in a first set tiebreaker, although our guy Arnaldi is up 2 break points here in the tiebreaker. So fingers crossed, it's 5-2 here in the tiebreaker. He's got a chance to go ahead and serve this out, as he's got obviously 2 serves to go ahead and do right now. So we'll just keep an eye on this as we do it. Again, that's one of our couple plays that we've got in action today. So hopefully we can start off with a nice little green and put some money in our pocket today. Again, hopefully you're doing well. Let's go ahead and recap NFL Week 7 because that's obviously, what most people are talking about is obviously the NFL week. One of these days, we're going to also dive into not only recapping the NFL, but recapping the Premier League. Everybody knows I'm heavily invested in the Premier League every single weekend from a bet standpoint, but also, just from a fandom standpoint. So maybe we'll mix that on into next week. So while we go ahead and recap NFL week number 7, let's go ahead and just throw up those NFL dogs. So as we kind of run through the games, you can kind of see which dogs we were able to hit on, how big of a dog that they were. Nice week, obviously, for the dogs to bounce back. A really, really nice week for those dogs. It really is unfortunate, though, that the biggest dog was those Patriots knocking off Bills Mafia. Did not enjoy that. Like hitting a good, plus 315 cash, but not at the expense of the Buffalo Bills. So keep an eye on here on Arnaldi. He was just broken. Not the end of the world. Still up 1 break here in the tiebreaker. It's now 5-3. Okay, make it 6-3. So now he's got 3 set points to go ahead and win one of these next 3 points, wrap up this first set, and then see if he can't close out a second set winner and give us a cash as well. So fingers crossed that goes our way. What about the Ravens? They took on the Lions. That was one of our NFL losses from yesterday. We were with the Lions and the points, and hell, they were down 35-0 at one point. Obviously, they weren't doing anything right on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. Just a really bad day, for the Lions. What's going on with the Ravens, though? Are they maybe trending up? We obviously were thinking maybe that the Ravens were going to be, in a tight game and then obviously force them in a predictable passing situations. But when you're up, obviously, a score line of something to 0 as they built it up to 35-0, you're never going to get in a situation in which the offense is uncomfortable, and they were able to run whatever the hell they wanted, and they cruised to a nice easy victory 38-6. What about my hometown Bears getting it done with the backup quarterback? I've already been hearing the chatter. They're done Justin Fields. They want this Division II undrafted rookie. They want to see what he can do. Funny stat in that game, while the Bears did win, 30-12? It was fourth quarter, so I'm not sure, if this stat, made it to the end of the game. But when I saw the stat there in the fourth quarter, he had 1 pass that traveled in the air more than 10 yards. So it's not like, they were letting him air it out. No, they were keeping him very, very much very reined in. Only 1 pass at the fourth quarter had traveled more than 10 yards. But the Bears get it done, knocking off the Raiders 30-12 in a battle of backup quarterbacks. Cleveland Browns getting it done against the Colts. That would have been one of our dogs if the Colts would have been able to hold on there, but defensive penalties late. And then how about Myles Garrett with the block field goal right there? You guys see in the offseason during these summer months, guys will post those videos of those guys doing the standing jump where they'll, jump up on, however many tall milk crates. That's what Myles Garrett did. Lined up, hands in the dirt, jumped up over the guard, lands, another jump to block the field goal. Incredible stuff. They post those videos, throughout the summer. Those are like kind of fun videos. Fun my ass. Don't tell Myles Garrett they're for fun. He put that in real life situation and came out with a big blocked field goal. All right, credit those Browns with a backup quarterback. Didn't go to Deshaun Watson, healthy Deshaun Watson. No. Stuck with P.J. Walker. All right, they get the victory right there. Arnaldi does wrap up that first set while I'm over here yapping. He wins the tiebreaker 7-4. So if he wins the second set, that'll go ahead and kick off our week with the cash right there. Patriots knock off the Bills 29-25, in which another game in which the Bills just started slow, came on in the second half, but started slow. Felt good, actually, late that last drive with the Patriots, needing a field goal to maybe force overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would get them the win. They run a screen pass to start off that drive, rips off 30-some yards, and then you're absolutely in trouble because they're in field goal range with the crowd, the momentum they had just off one play. It was just enough momentum. You felt really uncomfortable as a Bills fan, and sure enough, they get the tight end Gesicki there with the touchdown. Brutal stuff right there going down. Bills are in a funk offensively, in an absolute funk in the first half. Most notably, they got to, obviously right the ship, but it's a short week on Thursday night. I don't know. I'd like to see them run more tempo. You saw what they did late in that game against the Patriots, a little no huddle, running some tempo, and that's when they were productive and scoring points. I want to see if they can maybe stick to that, even in the first quarter, even the first half. Stick to that tempo. We'll see what they do Thursday night against the Buccaneers, but a really tough loss right there. Giants are able to knock off the Commanders in a nice low-scoring divisional affair. Giants, we knew they were going to be tough. We talked about it on Friday. The Commanders are nothing to, ho-hum about. So, all right, Giants, get it done, 14-7. Falcons, tough team. None of their wins are pretty. They're not beating any team. They're scrapping out wins, and that's what they do yesterday in overtime, kicking the game-winning field goal. But they're winning the close games. They're giving themselves a chance. Ritter, I believe, now got his first victory on the road. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Falcons. Seahawks over the Rams. Boy, I had 3 picks in the Eliminator. Remember we talked about them? I was on the Saints, the Rams, and the Seahawks. Good thing I didn't take those Rams as they fell to the Steelers. Mike Tomlin coming off a bye. Gets it done, 24-17 out in L.A. Seahawks against the Cardinals. Okay, I did make the right decision, settle on the Seahawks. Nothing flashy in that game, but just a good divisional win. Divisional games, close, low scoring. It's what you get lots of times in divisional games. They scrape out the win right there, 20-10. Broncos over the Packers. Never really understand why everybody was just hopping on the Packers as if the Packers are anything great. Remember the game against the Saints? They scored all their points in the fourth quarter. This is not a great team on their own, right? Broncos suck. Broncos get the win, 19-17. And then Chiefs, Chargers. We'll get to it when, of course, do the recap. But how uncomfortable were you sweating that over 47.5 points? 41 points at halftime. I'm keeping an eye on the score. We got NFL Red Zone up, so it's, rotating through the games, as you guys know. And just every time I was looking, I was like, okay, still 24-17. Interesting. Midway through the third quarter. Okay, we're starting the fourth quarter. Still 24-17. I am really uncomfortable. For 41 points at the half, and we're sweating that late in the fourth quarter, over 47.5 points. Unreal right there. So, but thankfully the Chiefs do get that late touchdown and get us the win on the hook. Chiefs also cover the minus 5.5. And then Sunday Night Football. Eagles, Dolphins. Dolphins now ran up against the Bills team. People will say the Bills aren't that good. Okay, say what you want. But I still believe they're a good football team. Dolphins didn't muster much in that game. And the Eagles were able to shut them out, most notably there in the second half. And how about those uniforms? God damn, those uniforms look like fire, did those Eagles. Hopefully they can keep those around. They're, of course, the throwback, so they won't keep those around. But they look damn good. I love that uniform. So Eagles getting it done. See what the Dolphins can do. They've got another tough game coming up, I think, in a week or so against the Chiefs. So is this Dolphins team really no good? Are they just beating up on bad teams in the NFL? Now they're 0-2 against good teams in the NFL. We'll see what they, of course, do. Let's throw up those eliminator stats from last week as everybody made their pick on NFL Sunday. Thought we were going to have a full bloodbath there on that 12 p.m. slate because, of course, the Bills couldn't get past the Patriots, so somebody went down in that game. Buccaneers took 2 people down as they lose in overtime to the Falcons. And the Browns, I thought they were going to lose to the Colts. We all thought they were going to lose to the Cowboys. I was sitting there thinking, oh, shit, we're going to lose everybody in this 12 o'clock slate. And then I imagine most people were going to be on the Rams and Seahawks. And then you see once the games kick off that everybody joined me on the Seahawks. Yeah. Easy. Not an easy pick. It was really tough, week to decide. But all said and done, I think that was the best pick and probably the easiest pick. So I'm glad I settled on the right decision. It took me a long time to settle on that, but I went ahead and got the right pick there at the Seahawks. So a couple weeks of everybody surviving obviously was not the case as we lose 3 of our friends in battle. So 7 people march on for a chance to win $250. Let's hop in that comment section real quick, and then we'll go ahead. I'll throw the recap up, and then we'll talk to you guys here a little bit. I don't know about y'all, but yesterday hurt your bank account as well as my soul. Yeah, I'll tell you, there's some brutal beats, and we got them right there in the most notable loss. Harvick in the top 10. We had Harvick at plus 120 over at Caesars. He was minus 155 on DraftKings. That's not why I made the bet because of the value. Just go look at what he does at Homestead. Only 2 times in his last 15 races had he not finished in the top 10 at Homestead. Remember how we talked about Hamlin losing to Truex with 2 laps to go? Brutal beat, right? Yeah, we were 1 up. Do you know Harvick is a top 10 car running 10th with 1 lap to go, with 3 turns to go, with 2 turns to go, with 1 turn to go? He's in 10th. And Dylan gets by him literally at the line. At the line. Dylan squeaks by Kevin Harvick to rip 10th place away from him. He falls to 11th, and we lose a good plus 120 cash. Yeah, that was a soul sucker. Nebraska had a few of those losses throughout the week, but that was brutal. That was brutal. Between that and Hamlin losing to Truex with 2 laps to go 2 weeks ago, he's just all done with NASCAR. I mean, that was absolutely brutal. Even the race is named for Harvick forever, and Dylan can't give that to Harvick? Brutal. I'm with you, Nebraska. Tough one right there. You took a bath in college football, but otherwise not bad. I know your Ohio State pick, I believe they even covered the spread, but I took them on the money line due to your suggestion there on Friday's show, so thank you. I had it in a parlay. Classic parlay loses, but that was a winning leg, so I appreciate that, Bill. What's up, Tim? What'd you do this weekend, man? What were you up to, man? Gotta let me know. What bangers did you hit this weekend? Did you do anything fun for fall? Gotta let me know, man. Yeah, we'll get it back. The weekend was rough. You cashed an 11-1 on that Sunday Night Football game. Nice hit. That was, obviously stayed under. Another game in primetime stayed under. Over-under was 51. Game finished at, 48? That game finished at 48. Over-under was at 51. Who's on that under tonight? Who's on the under tonight? Also, Baker Mayfield screwed you. Oh, Bill was on the Bucs. That's who went down. Bill. Morning, Brian. Morning, my man. Thoughts on tonight's baseball slates? I think you already know my thoughts, generally speaking, Ty. In terms of baseball, I don't see anything that's really going to change it. I'm on the unders. I mean, the under almost hit last night, but it took a 9th-inning grand slam, so the unders are the right play. It took a 9th-inning grand slam to ruin that under yesterday right there in the Rangers-Astros. I'd go right back to it. An elimination game, nobody going to have a long leash in this game, Ty. Nobody. And I've not looked it up, but obviously in elimination, game 7, it's obviously been extremely tight. I would just take whoever's the dog. The pitching matchups obviously repeat, so you're not getting any advantages. All the bullpen guys have been exposed. The Astros, did they lose Abreu? I didn't ever hear. Did he appeal his suspension? That's obviously their top setup man there for the Astros. That's a big blow if they lost him, but they have the option to appeal that 2-game suspension to maybe make him available. Either way, I mean, all the bullpen guys have been used. I mean, you're stuck in 6 games in, so it doesn't really matter, but I was just curious. So, yeah, I would take an under, of course, and I would, of course, take the dog of whoever's in the Astros, Rangers. And then for Phillies D-backs, it's Aaron Nola up against Merrill Kelly. Should be another under. It's back in Philadelphia, so you're probably going to like the Phillies. You see what they've been doing this postseason off that home crowd, so hard not to like the Phillies. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm actually kind of curious what is that? They're probably pretty heavy. Yeah, minus 185. Pretty heavy favorites. That's what I would have thought. You can, of course, do the alternate run line. You can do -1 if you want to go ahead and get that juice down. Win by 1, it's a push. Win by 2 or more, it's go ahead and get the win. But Philly's been awfully tough at home, so... And Aaron Nola's been, obviously really good in this postseason. So, yeah, go ahead and give me the under 9 in Rangers-Astros. I'm seeing right here is the Rangers that are the dog at plus 105. Sure, sign me up. And then Phillies-Diamondbacks, I would do another under. Although, man, they've been hitting bombs in Philadelphia. Maybe you stay away from that and just back to Phillies in that one. Philly's going to close it out. I do believe that. Any insight on upcoming Champions League? Got a couple bets for you today in the Champions League as well. And, of course, we'll have some more bets on tomorrow's show in the Champions League. The bets I've got today are on Tuesday's slate. And then we'll dive on into Sunday's game. Only one game's gone under in Rangers-Astros. Yeah, I'm well aware. But, again, it took a 9th-inning grand slam yesterday to ruin it under. It was the right play. It just, Garcia hit a 9th-inning grand slam. Please let your Rangers win. We'll see. All right. Obviously, we lost money last week. Let's just get on into these notable wins and losses. That's what's so fun to talk about. Dallas Chargers, another primetime under, staying under 51 points. A nice easy under after first quarter explosion in points. The game sailed to a nice easy under. Chargers, Chiefs over 47.5. Again, 41 points at halftime. You did not expect to be sweating that one for the rest of the game. And there I am, ass clenched throughout the entire second half, sweating that unreal stuff. Derek Carr gets over 234.5 passing yards there on Thursday Night Football. They may lose the game, but Derek Carr was respecting our coin, and he came through with a nice 300-yard passing game. Tony stays under 15.5 for his longest reception. We'll look to be running that one back. Not a lot of utilization in that game. Also not a lot of deep routes. So that's why we put the bet in. It rewarded us with a nice, easy cash. We'll see if we don't go back to the well. Kotov, we mentioned him. Love backing him as a dog. He won the match outright. We didn't need the plus 2.5 points. He wins the match outright. Malfine, minus 2.5. That was yesterday's play. That is actually a loss. He actually did not cover the minus 2.5. I've since corrected it, but I can't go back and edit a tweet, so it looks like it's a win. But no, that was an absolute loss. It was in the third set. He was up 5-2 with a chance to serve out the match and go ahead and get a cash. He actually gets broken, but then because he broke right back, I think that's why mentally I was like, oh, that's a cash. Even though he got broke, he was able to break him right back and go ahead and secure the win. No. He actually lost that on the hook. So it's been corrected, but it was not a win. And then our tennis dogs last week were actually really good to us. Gaston plus 140, kicked it off with a good Thursday plus money cash. And then, of course, Friday hitting a plus 160, a plus 185, and a plus 230. So some great cashes there on Friday back in the dogs and tennis. Look to see if we can't do that again this week. Notable losses from last week. Freiburg, obviously, in losing 12 units, we lost 8 units on one play on Freiburg. So that certainly set us back. Phillies D-backs under 7.5. That was the game where we lost that one due to an error by the pitcher. Pitcher can't throw a guy out at second base. Tough stuff right there. Harvick top 10. Brutal. Now, admittedly, it was not a top 10 car all day, but you know what? Good pit stops, got himself in position late in the race. That's why, they run 300 miles or 400, whatever that race was. Brutal, though, to get passed at the line right there. Harvick, good plus money cash. Bills minus 8.5. Just another game in which they just struggle on offense. Sheffield United versus Manchester United, team total and anytime goal scorers, was kind of having a rough little morning in tennis. Saw United's lineup, liked that Bruno was at the 10, thought they had the right attacking to batter Sheffield. No, they were unable to batter Sheffield. They lose the team total on the hook. And then the two guys in Hoyland and Rashford, I thought maybe we're going to get a goal. Neither one of those got a goal. The Wolves on the double chance, first half double chance, obviously. Really disgusted with myself looking back on that and looking at my notes from between the posts. Like, why didn't I just go Wolves on the money line at 2-1? Just one of those ones where you just, pluck out the wrong bet. But really disgusted, didn't go Wolves. Went to go Wolves on the money line at 2-1. So, yeah, tough stuff right there. Still holding that 12-1 ticket. Oh, yeah, for your Rangers. Now, we all remember that. We're rooting for the Rangers with you. Hell yeah, we are. We are rooting for the Rangers. Good luck tonight. If you're going to go ahead and back that NBA, or MLB, good luck. Good luck to you, Ty. Hopefully you can get the right win there, my man. That game's going to go under, though. I feel it. The, what do we got here? Ramos, Arnaldi, 2-1. So on serve in the second set. So, okay, on serve in the second set. Just do the damn job, man. Do the damn job. Remember on Friday's show, I gave you guys Liverpool-Tottenham moneyline parlay at plus money. Liverpool gets the job done. And the Merseyside Derby, they win that one 2-0. So our remaining leg is Tottenham. Just need them to win the match today against Fulham. Just need them to win the match. They should certainly be winning the match. Talked about all the analysis and everything there on between the posts. So just need Tottenham to be cool, win this match. Don't care how they get it done. Just be victorious and deliver us plus money cash. Champions League, like a couple overs so far. There's some other things that I also like, and I've got a couple leans we can talk about as well. But in terms of Lens, PSV in all 6 of their Champions League games this season, there's been 4 goals in at least all 6 of their games. All 6 of their Champions League games, obviously that takes into account some qualifiers, but all 6 have seen 4+ goals. So give me the over 2.5 there in Lens versus PSV. Lens more than capable of contributing to that. Remember, they knocked off Arsenal in the last match day of the Champions League, so love that over 2.5. Then Benfica Sociedad, just a match or a setting in which we've bet both of these teams. We've taken the over in a Sociedad match. We've taken an over in the Benfica match, and maybe while both of them were unable to cash, you love the stats and the XG stats And what you also saw with your eyes there from both teams contributing, most notably, we took them obviously in the Salzburg match. Benfica with the man down still looked awfully good. Sociedad getting a 2-0 lead there in the first half. Could have cashed it in the first half, in fact. Couldn't quite get it done. Love goals being scored in Benfica, Sociedad. So we'll take the over in that match at plus 105. Some leans that I'm waiting to maybe see if we can pull the trigger on. Bayern and Inter, I think that's a worthy money line parlay. We've talked about Bayern and how they've been historic here in the group stage, and Inter is at home against Salzburg. Real Madrid money line, I think I'd be interested in parlaying that with under 4.5 goals in the match at minus 104. They're on the road at Braga. You've been seeing it with Real Madrid. Been getting wins, but they're not doing anything from an offensive standpoint. I think that's because they don't have Benzema. They really didn't do a good job of replacing him this summer. Joselo's, not anything near a Benzema kind of quality, and he's missing his chances. So these games are staying low scoring, but Real Madrid is pulling them out. So I do like Real Madrid money line and under 4.5 at minus 104. And then I also like an Arsenal draw no bet parlayed with a Napoli draw no bet at plus money over on Caesars at plus 106. Arsenal is on the road at Sevilla. It's kind of a little undecided on how that match is going to go. Sevilla hasn't scored against English opposition at home in their last 3 attempts. Last 3 times they've gone against an English opponent at home, they haven't even scored. We know Arsenal. Look at their great comeback this past weekend against Chelsea. I think they'll at least win the game, but if they draw, okay, then that's when you get your draw no bet. And then Napoli, kind of the same thing against Union Berlin. Should be able to pull it out. But those are 3 leans. Look for me on Twitter. If we pull the trigger on those, they'll likely be before tomorrow's show. I won't want to lose any value if I start seeing them move. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and roll with the Lens PSV over and the Benfica Sociedad over as well. So that's how we're going to do it so far in the Champions League. Let's just get Tottenham to go ahead and give us a good plus money cash and sweat out Arnaudy here. Arnaudy, what's he at? His service game is 40-15. So there's a good chance to go ahead and make it 2-2 and stay on serve. Good chance he can do that. TJ Hawkinson under his receiving yards. Let's go ahead and look up. We do know the Niners are really stinking good at defending the tight end position. I can tell you that just off the top of my head from researching some of the other games, but let's not rely on the top of my head. Let's actually pull up some real stats here and see what we got. And I can even drop this in the chat for you guys. I know I shared it last year. I know guys asked. I'll just put this in the chat. This is how each team defends the various positions. So you can have that in the chat right there. Let's go ahead and pull up tight end. San Francisco is the 4th best team in terms of fantasy points allowed. They only allow 3.8 catches per game and 28.7 yards per game. That's obviously really elite. So then what do? How do they defend the receiver position? Still a top 10, but yeah, obviously, 52, 153. So what's his number at, DJ? Let's see what his number's at based on that. Hawkinson is 52.5. Whoa, that's awfully high for the way they defend tight ends. All right, let's look up his utilization and see how often Kirk Cousins, is looking his way. All right, 2-2. 2-2, Arnaldi gets the hold there. All right, let's go Vikings. Let's get a look here. Vikings stats. So Hawkinson is 2nd on the team in targets, obviously behind Justin Jefferson, but Justin Jefferson is hurt, right? He's on IR or something, right? Yeah, he's on injury reserve. So in terms of guys that are active, he is leading the way in targets. What did they do last game? That was their first game without Jefferson because he didn't play last week. What did he do? 6 catches. 6 catches for 50 yards. He's only gone over this number in 2 of 6 starts against the Eagles and Chargers. How do they defend the tight end position? Maybe that gives some insight on why they went over. Eagles in the bottom 10, and Chargers look like, I'd have to do the number, but that looks like almost a top 10, maybe a top 12. So those are the 2 teams he goes over against. Yeah. I mean, the Niners are really good at defending the tight end. I know that's been a great play from time to time. Yeah, I think even maybe you find let's use an odds trader to see if you can even get a different number. People thinking maybe Jefferson's out, Hawkinson's got to be the guy. That could be a really good underplay. I like it. Let's see. See if you can even get a better number here. TJ Hawkinson. No, 52 is going to be the highest number with the best price over on BetMGM, -115. -115. I like it, DeGent. Certainly from a number standpoint, how well they defend it. Can't be mad at that play, and that's one where you can live with the result. I think that'd be a good play. That would certainly be a good play. Lions up from, Lions probably gone up just because Jefferson's gone, and like I said, they think he's got to get the ball, but Jefferson didn't play last game, and he still stayed under, and that's the Bears, who, if we look them up, they, at a quick glance, have to do the math, but it looks like bottom 10. They allow 55.3 yards per game on 6.7 catches. He damn near hit that average. Yeah, he caught 6 balls for 50 yards. So he did. So if he hits the numbers against the Niners, you're going to coast to an easy cash. Hell, you'll be well under. I like it. Hell, I may come along with you there. I don't have any action on Monday Night Football. I may come along with you. Receptions at 5.52. I'd much rather take yards. The under is at -110. The over is at -120. Yeah, I'd rather have the yardage. -115 over on BetMGM. I may come along for that one. I may come along for the ride. Anybody else, boys? Anybody else got anything you want to look at so far for Monday Night Football? You're welcome, Ed. I assume that you said that for the link. You're welcome, my man. You're welcome. What is everybody else betting? You taking the under? What's the line at? We know primetime unders. They goaded. Got a cash on Sunday Night Football. Obviously didn't cash Thursday night. We got over under a 43. Does look like McCaffrey is going to go ahead and play in this game. Arnaldi's, by the way, has got break point. See if he can close out this and get this break. It's 30-40. 30-40. Come on, 30-40. Get this break. Let's go. Let's get a good cash. Yes, yes, yes. All he's got to do is win 3 service games. 3 service games. 3 service games. No chance, Brian, I'm taking that tonight. No chance. Not the way they defend the tight end position. They average, if you look at that sheet, they average 0.2 touchdowns per game to the tight end position. No chance I'm taking that. None. Nope. Can't. Nah, no way. I definitely wouldn't consider fading him for my yards, but then think he would get a touchdown. If I'm on the fade, I'm on the full on fade. I mean, obviously the Niners defense defends like everything really stinking well. So it's like, how are the Vikings going to attack? Maybe they do force feed the ball to Hawkinson just because they do it all generally well. But the tight end is not only well. I mean, that's top 5. That's like really elite company, what they do to that tight end position. So I'll probably watch that number. If you're saying it's gone up from 49 to 52, I'll probably kind of just watch it. If it keeps going up, I'll come in at some point and scoop up the under. I like it. I did not bet. I assume I didn't really look. Vikings have to be the underdog, so we got to blindly bet these dogs. A nice little bounce back here for our NFL dogs. We're gonna not only turn a profit in NFL dogs this week, but we'll have our head above water for sure. Which we haven't had that in the last couple of weeks. We've been below $1,600. Obviously, your anytime touchdown parlay. Not only did it miss, but it's just tough. It missed by a good bit, sadly. All right, looks like Vikings 260. That's what we're on. Vikings 260. That would be a nice hit. I don't think it'll hit, but that'd be a nice hit. Although you never know. Home team. All right, boys. Anything else? Anything else, boys? What else we got? Somebody coming in. All right, here we go. Nebraska. McCaffrey, first half TD. Feels like a nice play. What's that dude scored like in 16 or some straight games? Whatever it's been. He's a couple games away from breaking the record for most consecutive games with a TD. Yeah. He's the guy. What's it? It's been like -200 for weeks now. What is it? Minus 200. Right on. -200. Yeah, I mean, he's the guy. Obviously, there could be some concerns with an injury, but they don't risk these guys. Like if McCaffrey's out there, he's going to be ready to go. You're not gonna put him out there half-ass and risk an injury. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about it. If he's active, I would feel comfortable. I'm glad I used the Rams already, or I would have been out on the eliminator. It'd be like that sometimes, and that's a great feeling, Tim. It does be like that. I told you, I was Saints, Rams, Seahawks, and only one of those teams won, and I thankfully made the right call. Rams was one of them. Obviously lost them in a money line parlay yesterday with the Seahawks. Yeah, nice comment, Tim. I like that. Sometimes it'd be like that. And that was one of those weeks where, like, who's least or who's definitely, like, not getting the win. To me, it just came down to Cardinals and Steelers. I would rather go against the Cardinals and go against the Steelers is what the ultimate decision was. So ended up being the right call. 30-30. Let's just hang here, see if Arnaldi can go ahead and consolidate the break. Of course, we're on Arnaldi at minus 106, I believe it is, to win 2-0. It's 30-30 on his service game. He's up a break. Let's see if he can consolidate this break here, go 4-2, and then we'll hang up. Minus 195, first half TDs, plus 155. Yeah, I mean, I can't make a case that he's not going to score in Nebraska, so, you know. I mean, everything you've said. I mean, they just feed him the ball. It's been like 15 or so games in a row. He's the number one option when they get anywhere near there, whether it's passing or rushing. Doesn't even have to be rushing. Of the little screen plays to him. So, yeah. You want to take a chance that he scores in the first half at plus 155? I don't think anybody can talk you off of that play. I don't think anybody can talk you off of it. So, all right, 30-30. Let's see what happens here with our guy, Arnaldi. All right, 40-30. 1 point away from consolidating the break. 1 point away from consolidating break. Because as it is right now, this is our one of two plays. We've got Arnaldi to win 2-0. Looking good. And then we've got the Liverpool-Tottenham money line parlay plus 102. And maybe we do add Hawkinson. Maybe we do add him. Let's look at this. Did he go up against the Niners last year? See if he went up against the Niners last year. What did he do? He did not play last year. He did not play against the Niners last year. All right. Did he play against them 2 years ago as a member of the Lions, just for shits and giggles? Yes. He went in the season opener against the Niners 2 years ago and got 97 yards. Yeah, I mean, that's 2001. You have to go back, look at the stats, blah, blah, blah. I like it. I'm on a quest to go 2-0, so that's the hesitation of adding it, but I like it. I stayed under in 4 of 6 games. Yeah, I like it. All right, there you go. You consolidated it. 4-2. My man, just need 2 more wins. Thoughts on Ayuk props? I've seen where, and looking him up, no Deebo Samuel, both him and Kittle are hitting their numbers without it. You can go to StatMuse, and I can drop this in here. Let me show you guys this. Where is it? Let me look. All right, hold on. How do you spell that name exactly? A-U-I. How do you spell him? There he is. Hold on. See if I can get this to work. Yes, here you go. So here's, I don't know if it's gonna, it's even gonna filter it here. So you gotta use this website. It's called StatMuse. So you can literally just type in it like I did. I did Brandon Ayuk without Deebo Samuel. Like, what does he do? Let's see what his line is, and then we can talk about it from how great this website is. So his number is 74.5. So if you just look at this, you can go through here and look. There's a cash. So you can just see his production without Deebo Samuel. Like, how much of a bump does he get without Deebo Samuel? You can see the opponents he was able to cash against. None of those was the Vikings, but he also did not cash against the Vikings. So there you go. There you go, Bill. That's his production without Deebo Samuel. You can see it goes all the way back to 2020. To me, who's been the quarterback is really irrelevant. It's a system. I mean, Garoppolo leaves 49ers. He's been bad. I assume if Brock Purdy was to leave the Niners, like, he would be bad. It's a really just great system. But so there he is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 5 out of 11 cashes. What's about his receptions? His receptions is at 4.5, but minus 180. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7 out of 11 cashes. 7 out of 11. I'm obviously not paying minus 180 for, I mean, no chance in hell. So yardage cashes 5 out of 11 without Deebo. Let's change that from Brandon Ayuk to George Kittle. See what George Kittle does without him. George Kittle, there's 10 games without Deebo Samuel. What's his numbers so we can do? His catches is at 4.5 at plus money. Oh, that's a lot better. That's gotten 1, 2, 3 cashes. 3 out of 10. And his yardage is, it says yardage, 48.5. That is cashed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of 10. What's that price? Minus 115. And what do the Vikings do against the tight end position? About league average. They average 5 catches a game. That's nice for the targets. That's really nice for the targets. He averaged 5 catches a game by 31 yards. So they do a good job of limiting the yardage. Probably do a good job of limiting yards after catch, obviously. Because you would think 5 catches from a tight end, you'd have more than 31 yards. But obviously good at tackling and bringing the guy down. That's not bad. You get it at plus money. They average 5 catches a game. They're giving it to you at plus, what was it, plus 114. Not a great hit rate. Not a great hit rate. Let's look one more thing, just see what the Vikings do against the run. I mean, the Niners are always going to run it, and it's kind of their identity, but like, are they really going to run it because the Vikings can't defend the run, or are they good at it? Okay, they're a top 10 team in yards per attempt. I like that at 3.7. Where's yardage? They're 19th in yardage at 112. And what are I like to see the percentages, like how are teams deciding to attack it? Teams are running on the Vikings 45% of the time. The most is the Panthers at 50%. That's probably because they're just getting their ass kicked and teams are running the ball, late in the game. So that number's probably inflated a little bit. They're at 45%. Teams are deciding to run. So close to 50-50, close to 50-50 there. I don't know. Based on kind of what you guys said, I'm leaning a little Hawkinson under. Hawkinson under would be kind of where I'm at. Let's see. People giving out Ayuk. Yeah, Vikings secondary is abysmal. Yeah. Not a great hit rate without Deebo, but I hear you. I think I'd rather do Kittle. You're leaning on Brandon Ayuk to be the first TD scorer. All right. Everyone giving it out worries about me. Yeah, everybody gave out the Saints on Thursday night. Be careful. I'll have to check that site. Great stat. Really handy. I was using it more during the basketball season. I wasn't using it, or haven't used it so much this NFL. Really, really handy for NBA. That being said, I mean, look how long it took for us to get the Ayuk information. It took 2 seconds. So it's a great site all around. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't hoard information. I know there's some people do, but yeah, I'd gladly give it. I mean, make your own interpretation. Morning, Israel. What's up, man? How's it going, dude? It's brutal London derby, man. Sorry. Trossard with a great equalizer though. Trossard, I love that player, but sorry that didn't go your way, man. But you got a point. Getting a point against Arsenal is never a bad thing. Hope you all had a great weekend. Good. Glad to hear that, Israel. Love to hear it. Most of us took a beating. Maybe he's talking about outside of sports betting. He had a great time. Maybe he went, did a little fall party. Maybe his buddies had a little Halloween party, get together. Who knows? Who knows what he's talking about? All right, it's 40-30. Might as well just hold here and see if he can go ahead and hold this serve. It's 40-30. Game point. Chance to go at 5-3. Hell, we might as well just hold here and see if he can win the damn match for us and give us the cash. All right, deuce, 40-40. There we go. DK did give out a DraftKings, gave out a free bet for upcoming NBA. I only got a $5 free bet. Glad you got a little bit more than me, but yeah, I'm severely limited with them, so no surprise I only got a $5. But yeah, go ahead and get on DraftKings. Get your free bet. Love that. Use it well, Brian. Good luck. I think there's only 2 NBA games or 3 NBA games tomorrow night, so I'll probably hold on to the free bet. I'm no reason to, force it on opening night when there's 2 games or something, 2 or 3? Yeah, 2 games on Tuesday, and then Wednesday there's the whole gambit. So I'll probably hold my free bet for Wednesday, Brian, personally speaking. Already locked in 10 plays for Tuesday, and he probably means Tuesday, Wednesday night. God, don't you love those vibes, fellas? He's already locked in 10 plays for the opening night-ish. A couple of nights in the NBA. Already locked in 10 plays. Oh, that's great. And what are the opening matches? It's Lakers, Nuggets. Nuggets. There you go, Gent. I know you're fired up. By the way, I tell you guys all the press conferences I do watch. I do watch Nikola Jokic. His are funnier than hell, too. He's one I've started to mix in. And then Suns, Warriors. Interesting. All right, Arnaldi's got the advantage. So a chance to win this point and go up 5-3. No, back to deuce. Any thought on doing a challenge with tennis? Maybe a 10 to 10K. Are we talking like a ladder challenge? 10 to 10K one? I'm all about it. I mean, it's what I do on TikTok. I do the ladder challenge on TikTok. I'm on a tennis play right now on the ladder challenge, so I'm all about it. I love tennis. I absolutely love tennis, so I'm all about it. I'm ready. Let's do it. I've got $10 right now on TikTok. I got a unit on this bet, but I've also got a $10. I'm doing it on TikTok. Yeah, I only got $5 too, man. I feel your pain. I'm surprised no Patriots fans watch this show. Thought for sure I was going to lose a jersey yesterday. Nobody here's a Patriots fan. Nobody here's Gugu and Gaga over New England throughout the Brady days, and nobody's hanging with them. Almost lost me a jersey yesterday. All right. Yeah, get on over there to the TikTok, which you were over there on Friday. So you're on it. Let's get it, man. Let's do the ladder challenge. Let's get it. Back to deuce. So holding tight here. Seeing if Arnaldi can give us a cash. Let's see if this is on TV. Although YouTube shut me down in a hurry that last time. Holy hell. But let's see if they're showing this match. No, they're showing the Murray Hoffman there at Basel. Murray won the first set 7-5 on serve in the second set. Yeah, they're showing the games. All right, Arnaldi back to advantage. Let's go. Come on, man. You got this. Come on. What happened to me this weekend in the Premier League? I know I was fired up with the Premier League. Had a great time doing Between the Posts. I thought we had some great spots. Let's see Saturday's recap on Twitter. Yeah, the United and Anytime Goal Stores, those were added plays kind of. Oh, yeah, Newcastle Moneyline under 3.5. Lost that on the hook. Palace wasn't as good defensively as Roy Hodges normally has them. I did talk about that on Between the Posts. So Newcastle can be really threatening at home. And, yeah, sure enough, they win 4-0. So that was a tough one. That Wolves first half double chance. Obviously, wish I would have just done Wolves on the money line. Chelsea Arsenal under 2.5. Yeah, just didn't quite get there. Forest got there. That City Brighton first half over. That was a great one. And then the both teams to score in Brentford Burnley. Burnley earned a goal with their play, with their XG. It just didn't quite happen. And then obviously they get the late red card. And, you kind of lose the last 15 minutes of having a realistic chance once that red card comes out. So that was just a tough loss. That was a tough loss. Yeah, that was a tough one, simply put. All right, Arnaldi back to advantage here. Come on, man. Close this out 5-3. Let's go. I know, right? It's the worst. And you lost to the Jets, too, this season. Isn't that the worst? Worst. Losing to the Patriots. That is the absolute worst. Come on, Arnaldi. Close this thing out, baby. 5-3. Let's go. Give us the cash, man. Give us the cash. It's been tough. It's not been straightforward by any stretch. Ramos has had several break points. He's been able to battle. It's been good. See if he can get it. War 3 advantage. Come on. There it is, 5-3. All right, that's all we need. We don't really necessarily need this break right here. We just need a hold in his next service game. And we can start off our week with the cash. That would be nice. And then, Yeah, on Liverpool, Tottenham, moneyline parlay, may just chill. Bayern Inter moneyline parlay. Man, I gotta. What did Inter do over this weekend? I know Bayern won 3-1 against, I think it was Mainz or Mainz. What did Inter do? Inter won 3-0 against Torino. Yeah. Inter played them twice last year. Oh, those are two club friendlies. They beat them 4-0, 4-3, but those are friendlies. But still nice to see that Inter won them. Tight groups. And then Bayern, as long as nobody's hurt, I feel comfortable rolling with Bayern any day. Bayern's got... Okay, they got somebody's hurt, but they've got a good replacement for Goretzka, so no real concern there. That could be a good both teams to score though. Bayern's been conceding. That could be a good both team. What is both teams to score in over 2.5 and maybe not doing Bayern Inter moneyline parlay. What is a both teams to score in over 2 point? Yeah, you got to go. Whew, that's gonna be juicy. That's minus 124. That's minus 124. That is not terrible. And Bayern conceded against Copenhagen. That was, damn, they damn near lost that game. Conceded against Leipzig, of course. United got several. Conceded against Leverkusen. Conceded against Gladbach. Conceded against Augsburg. I tell you, that could be a good both teams to score in over 2.5. Galatasaray, Bayern Munich. Could be a good one. I think I'd rather be on both teams scoring over 2.5 than Bayern to win the game, even though Bayern's been really prolific in the group stage. Galatasaray's been really tough. They've only won once in their last 10 matches. They've been tough, a home match. Let me actually price shop that for a second. I kind of like that one. Both teams score. What's this? It's minus 125 on DraftKings. What's it on FanDuel? Minus 140 on FanDuel. So best price is minus 124? Yeah, 124 on Bet Rivers. I may have to jump on that. All right, 30-30. 30-30 here. Ramos' chance to extend this match one more game. Vikings, everyone. From a blind betting perspective, from a bet, not me personally. I don't really care who wins. What's your thoughts on a small parlay? Oh, here we go. Spurs to win the game and over 1.5 goals. Yeah, I think they get it done against Fulham pretty easily. Fiorentina against Empoli. Empoli, man, I remember last season they were a great over squad. That's just not the case this year. Their games are just, I mean, they're averaging only 2.1 goals per match is Empoli. They've only scored one effing goal all season. They've conceded 16, but they've only scored one goal, and you like over 1.5 goals in Fiorentina moneyline? Yeah. Fiorentina at home. They should. I mean, hell, Fiorentina coming off a Napoli win. That's impressive. Let's see. Head-to-head, draw. Fiorentina win. Empoli win. There's been nothing. I've been actually upset with Empoli. I've been kind of following them because last year we were on their overs. It's not happening this year for them. Home form, Fiorentina's 2-1, 8-4, and Empoli's just god awful. I mean, league worst, 3 road matches. They've lost all 3. They haven't scored, and they've conceded 12. Brutal. They should get a couple, but the head-to-head doesn't suggest that they've been getting a couple against them. Maybe No team in Europe's traditional top 5 leagues have scored more first half goals in league play than Fiorentina's 12 this season. Maybe Fiorentina halftime, full time. Obviously no problem with what you've got there in Spurs full on. Fiorentina should win the game. I would agree with that, and probably goes over. I mean, they've conceded a ton, man. So yeah, I think it's fine. Shit, probably come along with you, Israel. Probably come along with you, man. Primetime Kirk is our friend. It's pretty funny. All right, guys, we got a chance for Alnardi to go ahead and serve out not only the set, but deliver us a cash. So that's what we're hanging with here. Let's see if he can get it done, and then we'll hang this one up. If you got any other questions or thoughts or leans or plays, let's go. I'm going to build a parlay like Israel is, but do it a little different, maybe. Let's see. What is... Oh, it's minus 275. I got you. Fiorentina on my line. It's halftime, full-time. Halftime, full-time's plus 102. Nobody scored more goals in the first half than them. That's quite something. All right, 15 love. 3 points to a cash. 3 points to a cash. What was Fiorentina clean sheet? Plus 110. Yeah. I'm going to cook up a parlay with you, man. You ain't doing this one alone. 15-15. KJ Osborne, I hear you there. Grab a new QB. Tank, grab a new QB. 15 all, boys. 3 points away from a cash. See if we can get it here. Fingers crossed. See if we can get it. Ah, 15-30. The sweat is on. Chance to close it out on your serve and deliver a cash. And he's down 15-30. 15-30. Come on. $15.30. Come on. Just start the week off right. Start the week off right. Love it. Love it. Any Buccaneers fans? If I'm going to have a jersey on the line on Thursday night football? Any Bucs fans in the chat? Anybody? Anybody willing to put a jersey on the line? Bills, Bucks, Thursday night football? 30-30. All right, boys, 30-30. 2 points away from a cash. 2 points away from a cash. Going to be the only, well, actually, what are the odds on this guy? I like Misalic. We cashed on him last week. I like him again today. I just didn't look at, I remember being too busy. Oh, he's plus 180? Oh, whoa. What's he to win a set? 155? Oh boy, I like that. What's his game spread? Plus 2.5 at plus 108? Shit, I think he's going to win the match. 40-30, boys. We've got match point. Match point. Has to wrap this thing up. Baker Mayfield has no fans. It's funny. Yeah, Nori's lost 4 straight. I thought he was running bad. He's played some tough opponents, but Misalic, man, just to win a set, minus 155. I wonder if I could price shop that down. Yeah, those are sharp. I don't think you're not going to get it on the expense of me. I'm not going to pay for it because the Bills will be in fine form by then, but I do agree. You should keep one of those up. All right, deuce. Deuce in the tennis. Nothing's easy. Deuce. I am going to look up and see if we can get some better odds on Misulic to win a set. Player to win a set. He's minus 170 on DraftKings. Yeah, you might want to. This minus 150. That's looking good. What's he on DraftKings? I mean, FanDuel. I like him as a dog. All right, advantage. Let's go. I mean, I kind of like him as a dog at plus 180. Let's see to win a set. Player B to win a set, minus 168. So, man, minus 155. I'm with you. Let's do it. Their last head-to-head was over 1.5. Let's go. I'm with you, man. I'll probably use that on TikTok. Deuce. He did not close it out there. So one match point. Couldn't convert it. On to another. Back to deuce. So that, okay, so just Fiorentina and over 1.5 is minus 182. Obviously need minus 110 or better for TikTok, so that doesn't work. I need to find something to come along with it. I kind of like halftime, full-time, plus 102. I may use that for TikTok. Nobody has scored more goals than Fiorentina in the first half. That's a staggering stat. Shit, Ramos has the advantage. Tennis, or yeah, I hear you. Shit, Ramos just got the advantage. Don't break him. Don't break him, man. We had a match point. Chance to cash. We had match point. Come on. Hold it here, Arnaldi. Shit. 5-5. Broke him. Shit, man. Match point. Chance to serve it out. Even had match point. All right, well, we ain't going nowhere. Guess we'll sit here and sweat this out and keep looking up bets. Shit, man. Shit. Match point. Are they showing it? Show this thing on the daggone TV. Care about Andy Murray. No, they're still in Basel. Echeverry's not going to win. Corda's going to win. Get out of here. Yeah. They're still showing the match in Basel. All right, 5-5. 5-5. No poor me. I'm all good. We're going to come back and win this. All right, boys. What else we got? All right, Israel. I got to figure out. Let me see your parlay. Let me see if I can just do Tottenham money line with that. And if I can do that, then I'll use that on TikTok. Let me see. I'll probably be the TikTok play. Fiorentina and over 1.5, Spurs money line. As you can see, it's plus 126. Probably use that on TikTok. Or if I don't want to mess around with the parlay, I'll just do Fiorentina halftime, full-time, plus 102. I think I kind of like them halftime, full-time, plus 102. They beat Napoli in their last game, 3-1. Like, that's pretty damn impressive. That's pretty impressive. Beat Napoli on the road. That's really impressive. They've won at home. 3-0, 3-2. Did they win that 3-2 game? Were they winning at halftime against Atalanta? They were winning at halftime, 2-1. What What were their XG numbers against Napoli? XG 1.46. Napoli had a better XG at 1.55. They had 3 shots on goal, and all 3 found the back of the net. That's pretty rare in soccer. I would say they got pretty lucky against Napoli. Obviously, I didn't watch the game, but just to convert every single shot on target into the back of the net, that's pretty stinking rare. Yeah, I mean, Empoli's been really bad. 30-15 for Ramos. 30-15. 30-15. Yeah, I'm more inclined to do that. I just stay away from the parlay if you can. That's my thinking. So I'll probably just stick to that one play. It'd be nice to get a cash. It'd be nice. All right, 30-15. Ramos is serving. 5-5 in the second set. 40-15. Looks like Arnaldi's going to have to hold here. What's going on with our guy Hawkinson? Is that line moving in our favor for an under? Still 52.5 yards. Hasn't gone up. Hasn't gone up yet. It's fine. It's going to go up. I can feel it. Such a weird stat. Both teams to score no has hit in 5 of the last 6 Champions League games in which Bayern plays on a Tuesday. So when they play on a Tuesday, both teams to score no has hit in 5 of the last 6. Interesting. Interesting stuff right there. All right, 6-5 there by Ramos. He does, in fact, get the hold. So we need Arnaldi to get the hold to force a tiebreaker. And, yeah, we just need it. See what we can get here. Of course, it'll be a timeout because it's an odd number. Fiorentina win both halves is plus 250. Well, if they win both halves, they should do that halftime full time. Now cover that sucker. So I think I'm dialed into halftime full time for Fiorentina over on TikTok. I think that's where I'm dialed into. All right. What do you guys think? Think our guy's going to get the hold here? Think he's going to get the hold? We're going to win this thing tiebreaker. I believe it. I feel it. Get the hold here, and let's go. Let's win this thing in a tiebreaker. First play of the week. Already starting off super sweaty. Would you want to have it any other way? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I could take a stress-free cash. Not the case here. This is a full-on sweat. Got to hold this. Got to hold it. All right, 15-0. 15-0. Nice little start. $15-0. Telling you, it's measly. Man, that plus 180 looks really stinking good. 30 love. Love to see it. 30 love. So Nori's lost to Fritz. He's lost to Wolf, Rublev, and Karatsev. That was our plus 185 cash the other day. He's good. Or that was the plus 161. He's good. And Misalic has hit Varlas. Lost to Malfi, beat Evans. Yeah, he hasn't played as the competition he's been playing lately has not been as good as Nori. Nori's been getting beat. Whoa. There's no head-to-head between the two guys? Yeah, classic. Of course not. We got to track that guy. There we go. All right, 30-15. 30-15. 30-15. All right, gent. See you, my man. Have yourself a good day. Get you tomorrow. 30-15. 30-30. 30-30. There you go, 40-30. There we go, 40-30. Let's get this thing to a tiebreaker. Let's get this thing to a tiebreaker. Ooh, going to the turkey soup. It's called the Super League or whatever it's called out there. I'm gonna find out why it's plus money. I'll dig around there with you. What the hell? Going to the Turkish Super League. Got third place up against 18th place. 40-40, deuce. What's they done on the road? Ooh, they don't look like to be a good away side. They've had 3 home games. Their goal differential is 5-6, 2 draws and a loss. That's not encouraging. Head-to-head, win, win, win. So 3 straight wins in the head-to-head. One of those were on the road, 3-2. There you go. We got the advantage. Yep. All right, boys. There it is, 6-6 tiebreaker. Win this tiebreaker, get a cash. Let's see what happens. All comes down to this. Ramos serves first here in the tiebreaker. Of course, he'll get 1 serve, and then they'll each get 2 apiece from here on out after this initial opening serve by Ramos. Just do what you did last time, Arnaldi. You think you got a break right off the jump. I think right off the thing you got a break. Let's just repeat that. Let's repeat that performance. Let's go. Repeat it. Come on. Come on. Come on. There it is. Got the mini break right off the jump. This is looking just like the last tiebreaker. Let's go. It's 1-0 in our favor. Got a break. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right off the jump. Let's go. Come on, 1-1. Gave it right back. Son of a bitch. Gave it right back. 1-1. Man, this is going to be stressful. There is nothing easy about this one. This is going to be stressful. 1-1. All right, 2-1. Owen serve. Okay. 2-1. See if we can't pick up one of these two here. See if we can't pick up one of these two and get our advantage back. 2-1. Ramos is serving 2 times. Sweaty. Sweaty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got it, though. I'm feeling it, Bill. I'm feeling it. It's coming home. Our money's coming back. With more importantly, our money's coming back with some extra money. Come on. 2-2. On serve. 2-2. One more serve here for Ramos. 2-2. Come on. Come on. 2-2. This is really painful not watching this. Come on. Yes. Yes. 3-2. Up a break. Up a break. Up a break. 3-2. All right, now 2 serves for Arnaldi. We'll get one of them, and then we'll have to switch in. So there'll be a little bit of a pause before the next update as they switch ends, but not quite yet. First, I got to play one more point, then they'll switch ends. Up 3-2. Up a break. 2 serves for Arnaldi here. Sweaty. Sweaty. Woo. Sweaty. 3-2. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to celebrate. 4-2. Let's go. 4-2. Let's go. Let's get this last serve. Get this last serve. Let's go. Get this last game. You'll be in prime position. A chance to serve it out on your racket. Let's go. 4-2. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Again, they're switching in, so this next update will be a second. Unless he just nails a serve, an ace right down the middle of the tee. Bang. Bang. Got him. Got him. 4-2. 4-2, boys. Come on. 4-2. Nervous stuff. Nervous stuff over here. 5-2. Let's go. 5-2. All right, boys. A chance it comes back around to him. He'll be a chance to serve out the match. Up 5-2 with a tiebreaker. Up a mini break. Up a break. 5-2. Now we get 2 serves. Boy, if he can get one of these 2, that'll smell like a winner. If he can get one of these 2, give himself a little bit of a breathing room. I believe he will do it too. I believe he's going to do it. He's going to give himself an extra break here. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, 6-2, up a break at 4 match points. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Up 6-2, 2 breaks. Ramos with one more serve. We get 4 match points. Waiting is like, it's like killing you when you're not watching it. You're relying on this. Yes, 7-2. Broke him again. Yes, sir, boys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Starting off the week, starting off the day with a little cash and tennis. See if we don't add a play here in Misolic. See if we don't add them, but gets it done. Tiebreaker, gets it done. Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging that out with me there and sweating that. It feels good to sweat right to the cash counter. I'll do that all day with you guys. All right. Let's settle back up here for a little Tottenham. I am planning on, I assume that's a 2 o'clock kickoff. If it is, I plan on watching the first half on TikTok. Yeah, it's a 2 o'clock kickoff. So I'll do what I normally do. You know, watch the first half on TikTok and then leave at halftime to go grab the kids. So if you want to watch that, you want to enjoy Tottenham Fulham with me, at least the first half speaking, hop on over to TikTok. Yes, boys. All right. Go enjoy your day. Have yourself a good one. We'll see you guys.